see me in person, she's stuck like a post.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Browns. His side able to rattle off a pair of wins after dropping that season opener. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Ravens. His guys making a long trip home from their International Series game last week, so not as much time as usual to prepare for this one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewan with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And we're off from Baltimore. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed down for their first drive. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their fifth-year quarterback.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, he cares less about those two numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W picking up the win in that ball game.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Ewan, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. Fights his way through a tackle. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
I'll air it out on third. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, Sam headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's Mitchell again. Oh, he lost the football. But I think a Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
First down. Here's Lamar. And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
All set to go now from the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
To the air on third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to down it by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
Mitchell up the middle. A nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Lamar now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Has it in close. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone. But what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Mitchell. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens 7, Browns nothing.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10.
Check pitch.
A toss here to Sampson. Escapes the defender. He powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
That'll that'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They have second down and 5. On third down, they'll go with Sampson. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Pass play now. Completed over the middle. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6.
Come on, set.
At the 45-yard line.
10 what?
He's going to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Deep set of downs from 37.
First down.
Yellow.
Sampson from the pistol. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Dropping back to throw. This one's out to Noel, left side. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's another Browns first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Ready.
And the Browns first
Working
down.
inside the red zone. Toss it at the 7. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
First and goal.
Set. Hut. Set.
Sampson. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Check
So
pitch.
from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 3 yards, and they're just inches away on third down.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Let's go now. Hut.
He has it on the QB sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Browns start to fight back with their first points of this game. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth or on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. Keeps away from 1. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he cuts it back right. And he's out the clear. 30. Gets the 10. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead on the first play of the drive.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended. Drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
PAT effort coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
14, round 7.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. So Reed, they'll give it to Simpson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. It's Sampson running out of the gun. That's good for a gain of 5. They step by Damone Clark.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The Browns are lined up to punt. Austin McNamara will kick this away. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Ravens and Keaton Mitchell just about set to get going again on offense. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And this one does not go far. So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side. And we've reached our 2-minute warning. Ravens holding the lead inside of M&T Bank Stadium. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Hits him on the in route. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Back to Neighbors, and he's got it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. To get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Gets this to Harold Fannin Jr. complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts.
At the Browns' 42-yard line.
Hey, middle. No, we changed it. Shut up!
And again, it's Jackson. Throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
We changed it.
Jackson yet again. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just is.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
It's on! Come on! Whatever! It's on! Whatever! It's on!
So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much.
No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the 3rd quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Lamar off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready! Ready! Where's up?
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back now, pressure coming. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Jackson now on 3rd. He's got it near the 10. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes the comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready?
Slot man motioned over.
Red, 38.
They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. He dodged the tackle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Starting on the ground here with Sampson. He's going to bring this down to their 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
Breaks free in the center of the field. And they bring him down. It looks like he got into the 27.
The goal of running that drag route is to get a chunk in for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd down carry for Sampson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Moving the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Running in the red zone. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13.
Check pick.
Out to Simpson. And they're turned away again. 2 great defensive stands. We've arrived at 3rd and goal. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Set. 13. Punt.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. No place to go. Ravens take him down. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. This a 39-yarder. Dicker connects there. And that'll get him back to 11.
What a season this guy's had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready. Set up. Ready. Finish it up.
No, we changed it.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, You don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
First down, here's Lamar. Completed to Flowers. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
17 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Right back to Flowers they go. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Offense is set. First and 10. Lamar throwing again. That's him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Ravens have the football, and more importantly, partner, a solid lead. Five still to go here. This is second down. Setting him on the dive. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
Yo.
Lamar now from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. Jackson's going to go on fourth. Short pass brought in. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. This one's caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Now as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens push their lead to 18.
Browns 10.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts at the 9. Escapes a defender. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to.
Ready, play.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Set. Black, 95. Hut.
Airing it out to start this drive. Looking right, and he finds it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into traffic, complete. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Throw here on 1st. Complete out to the right. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 16 yards.
They are throwing it again. On the slant, complete to Judy. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jerry Judy touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slant, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB,
Yes.
and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
And no dice on this kick, the Ravens recover. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down throw for Jackson. Caught by Flowers. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. To keep this drive moving, partner, here's another 1st and 10. Another carry for it. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through 1 tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They give it to him again. Finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens nearing their 2nd win in the campaign. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Back to the well again. Ball's out. The ball's possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
Hey, I get it, Kate. Third down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field, but unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing fourth down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
Check right.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Setting up the running back screen. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second down, looking for options. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
First down.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Unable to find Jalen Noel with that one. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. He's going to throw it again. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
That's good for a Browns first down. 62 yards on the play.
Looking inside the red zone. Throws caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing it again here. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over.
Down Brown.
Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time.
And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. And this is going to be recovered by the Ravens. And they're moments away now from celebrating a win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. The design run, Jackson keeping it. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.